How's it going, everyone? This is Sean here from Scale Model Car Guide channel, and today's video will be my entry into the what we call that, the Scale Builds of Gentlemen, hosted by Paul over at the Styrene Relics, and then a few stash ads and somewhat of a little update on the Jaguar, which ain't much. And I'm just going to go over a few things just because I got to work all weekend and y'all won't see another video from me for a little bit. So I figured I'd just cover a bunch of little bases. But, you know, before we get this video started, guys, thank you. If it wasn't for you, this little redneck from Arkansas would not have a channel. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever makes your world go around, guys. Subscribing is free. Free. This channel will never ask you for a thing. I don't do Patreon, PayPal me, whatever, all the grams and Twitters and whatever. That's not me, guys. I don't even mess with Facebook. Yeah, you know, my wife has an account, and sometimes I'll get on there and look at some of the model sites, but I'm not into that Facebook crap. This is the only place you'll find me. If you want to see the Scale Model Car Guy channel and anything that's on here, this is where you're gonna find me. It's free, guys. Like I said, never ask you for a thing. All right, with that being said, let's start this video off. The main thing about this video is starting March 11th, Mr. Styrene Relics, old Paul over there, well, over there up north, he will be hosting the Scale Builds of Gentlemen. It's a Trog theme build. If y'all don't know what Trog is, that's the race of gentlemen. And this is the car I will be building. This model has never been built. This is an original kit from the 60s. Dealer only 60s kit. You know, I probably should do an unboxing. I might do an unboxing on this before I actually start the video, or the build for y'all. But you will see that it is unbuilt. Nothing's been built. And my plans for this car, of course, there will be no fenders. This is the B model. This is the 4-cylinder car, so it does have a V8 in there, but it's not the flathead. It's the, I think it's the early Chrysler Hemi engine. I think it's what's in this kit. I won't be doing none of those. What I will be doing is I will be sourcing a flathead engine out of one of the million kits I got. I got flathead engines. It'll be fenderless, of course. I'll be running probably 36 Ford wheels, hubcaps. It will be center drive, so when he's driving, he's sitting in the middle of it. Tonneau cover around, roll bar. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to run the side of the hood, have the exhaust come out the back, or should I put the exhaust out and not run the hood or whatever. You know, I'll figure it out. I'll let y'all kind of give me suggestions too, but then, you know, we'll see how I'm going to go with it from there. But that is my entry right there, guys. My official entry. That's going to be one killer group build, guys. Y'all got to get over there and check that out. A lot of people's in on that. I mean, that's something I'm dang sure get behind right there. All right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and throw these in here. My buddy Josue Hernandez, I worked with him for years. He texted me the other day. He said, "Hey man," he said, "Wally World's got models on clearance. You need to get down here." And of course, you know, he lives in another town, you know, another city, and so, you know, it's about an hour away from me. We was having dinner with my oldest son and his wife, Chris and Lakin, and he texted me that, and I looked at them and I said, y'all care to run with me to go get some models? They said, sure, we're not doing nothing else. So, I mean, you know, we got done eating and everything and stuff, loaded the wife up and loaded them up, and we run up there, and I grabbed a bunch of these. I damn sure didn't need them, but they were on clearance, so I went ahead and bought them. I'll show you what I got going on. I got this one. I'm not big on trikes, but man, you know, for the price, heck, I went ahead and got it. Man, they got some nice parts. If I do that, I might just leave them alone. Might not ever build them. I really don't know. Who knows? But I got me another one. This is the Tiki track. That was the Taco track. And then the Torque track. Got that one. I think this is the only one I got that's actually got a motorcycle engine in it, where these others have little fuel injected, look small block Chevy or something in them. Let's see, what else did I get? I had to get me one of these. The reason why I need this, because it's got the good old NASCAR stuff in it. So if I build that, it'll probably be a NASCAR. I know I don't get in on these NASCAR group builds and this and that. Maybe one of these days I will, but I just don't build newer NASCAR guys. I'm just not into that stuff. All that JR Salvino stuff, I'm just not. I mean, maybe the older stuff, you know, but I just never was, you know, into. And don't get me wrong, I've built some Jeff Gordon cars, Dale Earnhardt and stuff like that, but it's just not my cup of tea. But that's everybody else, you know. Everybody else build the crap out of that stuff, and I love to look at their builds. But I'm just not into it much. But if I do build one, it's going to be an old kit, and I would build a NASCAR out of that for sure. Like, you know, what was it I got here a while back? 64 Mercury Marauder. When I build that, it's dang sure going to be a NASCAR kit for sure. And then I got this one right here, the old dirt track car. This is a Pontiac GTO, the old Super Stocker Series by MPC. Yeah, it's the reissue in the old box. Very cool kit. So had to get one of them. You know, that looked good behind one of them 53 Ford pickups with the trailer. I got a million of those. Let's see. Then I got another one of these. I needed another one of them. So many different ways you can build these things. These are cool. My buddy Mark built one like that here a while back. Yeah, so many cool ways. So I bought another one of them. And then, man, you can't go wrong with this right here. I think I give 13 bucks for that right there. I had two of them. I probably should have went ahead and bought the other one, but you know, I got another one of these. I got it with the transporter, so I really didn't need it, but you know, hey, you know, I could turn that. That'd be easy conversion to turn that into the Milner's dragster for American Graffiti, and that might be what that one gets turned into eventually. And then I went ahead and bought another one of these. It's not like I ain't got 10 of them, but you know, when I was a kid, I built the original, and then they got to where they was stupid money. You couldn't obtain them, and now if they've been reissued, man, if I see one in front of me and it's cheap, I'm buying it. I'm buying it all day long, all day, every day. I'm buying it. So I'll shut my mouth, and we'll turn this video around, since I'm piling everything into this video now because I got to work all weekend, and show you what little bit I've got done on this Jaguar. I'm going to sit and hold this with my hands, so if it gets shaky, guys, I'm sorry, but the reason why is because this thing's so big. It's huge, so I can't hardly get it in frame, putting it in my camera stand, but y'all can see here, there's a big old mold line right here. I've sanded that out and sanded it out on the other side. And then this right here, see if I can't get that off there. You can see I've started doing the sanding. Sorry guys, let's see if I can't get the light on this a little bit better. Alright, you can see it's got the chrome strip goes right here. Well, the race car did not. You can see right there that I'm going to have to put some filler in there if I can get the light on it. This yellow's not showing just real good, but I'm gonna have to put some filler in there. It's gonna have a crease anyway. It'll have a crease through here. That's the ridge of the car, but I got like right in here big deep scratches and stuff that needs to be filled. All this stuff right here, these little holes right here will have to be filled. You can see I'm working on it. Ain't totally gone, but I'm working on getting it shaved right here. And yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of that stuff done like that. I'm going to open these vents up too. I will eventually get to opening these vents up, guys. You can see this is going to be a big ordeal. But this one here is fixing to get put away because the scale build of Gentleman's, you can see I just been getting parts out, and I'm just been trying to mock up stuff as much as possible. And then this right here, that will be the wheels, of course, you know, the Dunlop wheels. I got a lot of stuff to do on this thing. I've got to roll bar, gas tank, the filler's gonna, the cap will go up here, the hose. I've got to do the spare wheel will set back here like this. I got to hinge open the trunk, which I had to cut that out. Y'all remember me cutting that out. There is so much still to do on this, it's not even funny. I hope I can have it done by Acme, if I can even get to Acme, guys. You know, that's still going to be up in the air, but I'm going to build it like I'm going, so hopefully I'll get to go. That's one of them things. We'll see when it gets there, but so as you can see, my desk is full, very full. Oh, yeah, and I got these. I've been playing around with these. You know, we got all these guys. You got Rob, and you got Gary, and you got a bunch of these guys that love to restore these vintage kits, and this and that, and Larry, and there's a bunch of guys. This is one of the latest ones I acquired not too long ago. I got this from my buddy Donnie in California. This is the original kit. It's got fenders that go across here like that. This was a double kit. It had the 41 or 40, whatever, Willis flip nose. I think that was, yeah, that kit. And it come with this one right here. This was a 32 two-door. And this has got like the Etzel front end on it. It's got the fenders that go down the side. These big old pipes. This one right here is going to, and it had these wheels right here. You didn't see these wheels with anything else hardly. Yeah, this is going to be a restore job right here. And, well, there went a tire. I'm going to try to keep it to kind of the original way. I don't know if you can see that wild. It's got wild interior in it. I got a couple of these actually. Matter of fact, I think I got about 3, but only got the one with this special front end right here. Of course, they all come with it, but they also come with the 32 grill too. Well, those front ends right there were long gone, but I got the 32 grills. So this will be the only one with this Etzel grill in it, I know, unless I come up with more of those grills. Let's see, let me show you this one right here. Yeah, guys, I'm just rambling. This is going to be another restore project. I don't know, you younger guys will not know what this is, other than you're looking at a Merc, Woody, but Tom, Rick, Jeff, Charlie, Al, all you guys, you're going to know what that is. Rob, that's the Mod Squad. That is the, I think it's a 51 or 52 Mercury wagon. See, guys, I got so much crap on this bench. Let's see if I can get that off without tearing it up. It's hard to do this with one hand. I probably should have. But it's got the engine in it, guys. This car is complete, other than the wheels, the roof rack, spare tire. I think the bumper's missing, and the figures to it. But other than that, the main stuff is here. The doors open. You got your chassis, everything's there. This right here, kind of wondering what I'm going to do with it. I damn sure don't want to street rod it for the simple fact that it's such a rare kit. But to find the original parts to that will be damn near impossible without paying an arm and a leg for it. So, y'all tell me if y'all like this idea. I got Mercury wheels. That's no big deal. Put the Mercury wheels back on it. Put a spare Mercury tire on the back. You know, it might not be perfect. But I have a roof rack. And I have a big old canoe. I have fishing gear and stuff like that. What do y'all think about me doing that? Paint this thing, get it all. I don't know. It probably won't be black. Thought about maybe a dark green with the wood redone. Had the canoe on it, the roof rack. Had the fly fishing gear, the tackle box, and all that. What do y'all think about that? Or should I just hold out and try to restore this thing back original? But the only thing about that, guys, where are you going to get the figures, the surfboards, of course, surfboards you can come up with, but the roof rack, it was a certain kind of roof rack, and all the other parts. That'd be kind of hard to do, so I'm leaning more towards my idea. I know some of y'all's going to say street rod that thing or whatever, but I just don't want to do that with it. I think it'll look cool like that. Y'all tell me what you think, yay or nay. All right, guys. Oh, and if you want to see more stuff like this, give me a holler and tell me you want to, because, man, I got hundreds of old built-up kits. You know, Rob, Papa Rob, he does that, and I try not to steal those guys' thunder, because that's what they do. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but if you want to see any of it, Rob, if you think that's all right, I'll start showing a little bit more of that stuff when I get a chance. But hell, you know, it's like everything else, getting a chance. All right, guys. Peace, love, see ya.